come down to points. So our next match is men's doubles. There's the tall man H.Wei and his partner C.Biao, and they're the world champions from Korea, K.S.Hyun and Shin. H.Wei. H.Wei and C.Biao. This Group A match played on Wednesday against the number 4 seeds and former world champions Mohamed Hassan and Hendra Setiawan, and sadly the Indonesians had to pull out part-way through that opening game. So in essence, that match does not count towards the group standings. So the world champions K.S.Hyun and Shin Baek won the gold medal in Copenhagen earlier this year, beating teammates Lee Yong-dae and Yoo Yong-sung in the final. And it is their compatriots that is the only match that the world champions have played so far in this Group A. And they lost to their teammates in a reverse of the results from those World Championship finals.
Green? Serve who?
Okay.
So the Chinese pair have chosen to serve, and it will be C.Biao who starts that service. I'm not quite sure which end of the court the Koreans have chosen, but I still find it absolutely astonishing that players, when you can score whether you're serving or not, wouldn't choose an end when there is a definite drift, as Morton and I have been discussing over the last couple of days. So there, C.Biao on the right as we look at them, 24-year-old from Fujian province, and H.Wei, 25. C.Biao has played at the Super Series finals before, but this a first appearance for H.Wei, and obviously therefore a first appearance within this partnership. Ended the Super Series ranked 6 on the destination Dubai list, having competed in 9 of the 12 tournaments, reached 2 finals, the Malaysian Super Series at the beginning of the year and the China Super Series. So the first of the Premier Super Series events and the last of the Premier Super Series events. Of course, 5 premiers throughout the year. So to the world champions, and Shin Baek on the left, the 25-year-old K.S.Hyun, 27. And of course, apart from winning those world championships, they've had a pretty consistent year on the Super Series as well. Finished the Super Series ranked 8, having contested 9 of the 12 tournaments, but no finals, 4 semi-finals. And here's a remarkable statistic, Morton. Their first and only title was the World Championship. What a one to make your first.
That's amazing. Was that really the first?
First ever title together.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
But they have been playing very steadily with other partners.
Yes.
In fairness.
Absolutely, and I think that's exemplified by the fact that K.S.Hyun has won a full set of World Championship medals. 3 medals, gold, silver and bronze, with 3 different partners in 2 different disciplines. So yes, that just emphasises your point that they've been playing well elsewhere. So Susan Taylor of Australia, our umpire, and Agung Sukarja of Indonesia, our service judge. Well, our world champion in women's singles has never won a Super Series title either, Carolina Marin.
No. And she did not qualify for the Super Series finals here either.
No. Reached her first final, though, in Super Series events earlier this year in Australia. Lost out to Sina Nehwal in the final.
Yeah, that was the first, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's make or break for Korea. They have to win this one.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, K.S.Hyun, S.B.Choel, Korea. On my left, C.Biao, H.Wei, China. C.Biao will serve to S.B.Choel. Love all. Play.
So C.Biao and H.Wei, far side of the court against the world champions K.S.Hyun and S.B.Choel.
Service over.
Well, he's convinced that it touched the shoulder.
Service over, 1 love.
I'm not so convinced.
No.
And should he had touched it, I'm quite certain he couldn't feel it.
Yeah, and we've got a problem with the
scoring.
the scoring.
It's the other way around.
Umpire have put the 1 love next to the Chinese pair, but of course it's the Koreans who are 1 love up in this first game. Goodness me, what drama in the first rally.
Yeah,
That's promising, isn't it? For the rest of the match. So now it's gone completely bonkers.
Yeah.
Lovell.
okay.
There we
That's
go.
it.
Well done. It's nerve-wracking for umpires and service judges in these big matches.
Service over.
And the automated
1
system,
all.
once you've gone wrong, you have to backtrack on yourself, I suspect.
Almost reset it.
Yeah. Now let's just explain this group a little bit more,
2-1.
Morton. And this is Group A, and because the Indonesians,
They're out.
they're out.
Yes.
Now the situation is the world champions have played 1 and lost 1. The
Yes.
other 2 pairs, Lee Yong-dae and C.Biao, have won 1 match apiece, but of course Lee Yong-dae and Yoo Young-sung have played 2 matches. So they've only won 1. The situation is the world
Service
champions from
over,
Korea
2 all.
must win in 2 straight games, because then all 3 pairs will have won 1
Yes.
and lost 1, and
Yes.
they'll all have a win-loss record as far as the games are concerned of 2 and 2.
Yes.
And then it would come down to points.
And then we give up.
No, we get our calculators out.
We give up. Let the experts calculate that.
Service
How do you
over,
calculate
3-2.
settings?
It's difference between points, so it's points difference. Games difference first, and then points difference.
And if that's the same, then it comes down to most scored points. And that's where settings come in. I don't know. But this is where the Koreans are
4-2.
so good. These fast, flat exchanges, defense, and look at that. The how he's able, S.B.Choel, to change from a defensive situation into an attacking situation. This is where they're so good.
Service over,
Before we leave the
3-4.
complications of the group, Morton, just to explain a little bit more, because if C.Biao and H.Wei win a game, then they will definitely qualify, because they will have a better win-loss ratio as far as games are concerned.
Yes.
And then
Service
we will
over,
be,
5-3.
then it will be
Lee
Lee
Yong-dae,
Yong-dae and Yoo Young-sung
that goes through.
that goes through.
And the other Korean pair here.
The world champions go out.
They go
so
out.
they must, to give themselves any chance, They must win in 2 straight games, the Koreans.
But if they play well, the Koreans, they can ensure that 2 Korean pairs are going through.
Service over, 4-5.
Now we've sorted all of that out.
We think so, anyway. Oh, that's a good smash. I like those smashes.
Service over,
That's a smash with a purpose. I love that one.
4.
That was not only going for power, but power and placement at the same time. Oh, look at that. Look at that. And that's why they became world champions. That was Shin-Choel. He was outstanding in Copenhagen in August. And look at this one. Look at that. He is a very creative player.
Eight, 4.
Yeah, well taken. First time I
9-4.
really noticed what huge talent he'd got, Morten, was when he won the gold medal at the Asian Games in 2010 in mixed doubles.
But mixed, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a very, very good player. And once again, I just have to admit that, you know, I've just been watching it for 12 months. But in Copenhagen, I was astonished how well he played.
Yeah.
5-9. Six, 9. Service over, 10-6.
Yeah, I don't think getting embroiled in the flat fast exchanges is really the tactics that the Chinese pair should be using.
No, that's where Korean pair is so strong.
Nicely placed.
Interval.
And a 5-point advantage for the world champions here at the mid-game interval.
And try to look at the court awareness of Shin-Choel as well.
Yeah.
I think 3 times in this opening 11 points, he's left it on the baseline, and they've all been out. And when we consider, you know, how it's to play in this stadium, then that takes guts to leave them. And he still left them, and they were out. That's great awareness.
就告诉你你强了，他上来抹得很快，而且他抹的质量很成功，好吧？来，加啊！
Chang-Jun, former Olympic mixed doubles champion, the Chinese coach.
(11-6). Play.
Yeah, good awareness as well from Go-Sung-Hyun.
12-6.
Yeah, that's nice. I think that's the way one of the areas where he's really developed his game, Morton, because I always used to think of him as just such a physical specimen. He loved to hit the shuttle hard on every occasion, but now he's thinking about placement as well.
He is, and I think we have had some very fine examples of how the Koreans are actually able to completely wrong foot the Chinese combination, and there's simply no one there when they play the shot, and so that's quite
Service over. 7-12.
unusual in men's doubles.
Very unusual. He is ready to pounce
Service over.
anything.
Anything. He
13,
knows only one
7.
way, that's forward.
Yeah. But his 2 shots from the mid-court area initially, keeping it flat, looking for that opportunity to go forward. Yeah, I do like his style of play.
14-7.
And I think the Korean coaches has made such a wise decision on the partnerships of the 2 Korean pairs, because obviously they can all play with one another, but
Yeah.
the 2 combinations they got here are by far the 2 bests as I see it.
Yeah. Because, of course, this man, K.S.Hyun, a year ago was world #1 playing with Lee Yong-dae.
Yes,
So they can all mix and match.
But-
But, look at that.
but the
Look at it.
speed of Baek and the speed of Yu Yong-sung
15-7.
is amazing, and that is helping their 2 partners.
Yeah.
And that's why I think that Ko and Lee Yong-dae were not potentially as good as what we see these 2 pairs, because
Yeah.
they were, slow is the wrong word, but not as fast.
Yeah.
Now they have a
Service
fast
over.
partner, and
Yeah.
they can really cover
8,
some ground.
15.
Yeah. Very, very good point.
Service over. 16-8.
This is definitely going Korea's way today, so far. 16-8 up, and in total control.
Service over. 9-16. Service over. 17-9.
Oh, my goodness, how did he do that?
Yeah.
Oh!
And he's very disappointed in himself now.
And he didn't get the second one.
Yes.
Service over. 10.
But the Chinese combination
17.
did a very good thing. That lift over Ko was really good.
Yeah.
That was really, really good. Because that's what they need to do. They either need to block it very, very short, not to get into these flat exchanges, or lift it over the Koreans. Like this, they will not win. There's no way that the Chinese combination can win when they
over,
play the Koreans like what they do now.
18-10.
Yeah.
They're just standing side by side. Look at this, side by side, and they're just so much better at this. They
Yeah.
have to block it very short, get the lift from that, or lift it over them, fast attacking lifts, and then get some attacks from that one in the counter-attacking situation.
Service over.
I think the
11,
Chinese pair is
18.
already counting points in their heads. Every single point they
Yeah.
get means the world.
Yeah. Well, they may have won that rally, Morton, but I think those trying to play quickly like that, I think those number of rallies won like that are going to be far and few between.
Yes.
Oh!
Tries to get out of that one.
Yeah. You can't.
No. Impossible.
Service over, 19-12.
Actually reminds me a little bit about Jubong Park, doesn't it?
Yes. Yes. Park Ji-bong, former world and Olympic champion. In my humble opinion, well, I haven't really given it much thought, but just off the top of my head, probably the best doubles and mixed doubles player I've ever seen.
Yeah, he was good. He was very, very good.
Yeah.
And when he got into it like that, it was like magnetism.
Yeah.
You couldn't get it away from him.
No, I know. Park Ji-bong now masterminding the Japanese resurgence in world badminton.
19-12.
Yes, and what a good job he's doing.
Yeah. 2 points from this opening game, the Koreans. Yeah.
Service over, 13-19.
Yeah, you can see the coach is concerned. Every single point they give away, he's not happy with it. Look at that. He is concerned. Good serve by C.Biao. That's when they win. Look at that. That's when they win.
Service over.
Once again, a fantastic follow-up here by Shin Baek-choel.
Game point, 14.
Six game point opportunities.
Oh,
My goodness, that's
he
probably the
read
worst.
that
Service over.
Yeah.
way before they played it.
15-20.
Probably his worst shot of the match so far. It was too early.
Yeah, imagine that. Never tried it.
Second time of asking, and the opening game to the world
First game won
champions
by
K.S.Hyun
K.S.Hyun
and Shin Baek-choel.
21-15.
21-15, 16 minutes, and the world champions at the moment are on track to potentially qualify for the semi-finals.
May I ask, what was the score when the Chinese played the other Korean pair? What was the score in that match?
The score was 21-16, 21-18.
Okay. And this one was then 21-15. So it's going to be very, very tight.
Yeah, but the Koreans that we're watching lost to the other Korean pair, 14-11.
Yeah, okay, yeah, good point. That's perhaps why the coach was looking a little bit concerned. 13 would have been nicer than 15.
Yeah.
Pure speculations.
Twenty seconds. 20 seconds.
There, the Korean coach, Choi Min-ho.
Second game. Love all. Play.
That's well taken by C.Biao.
Service over. 1-love.
That's a good smash, good placement
2-love.
towards that right hip of K.S.Hyun. His defending backhand. And it's desperately difficult to actually defend that forehand. That's the dilemma, and that's why it's such a good shot.
3-love.
Yeah, good start by China here. Adding on the pressure.
Oh, look at that defense.
Yeah, look at it.
Oops.
Service over. 1-3.
Well, obviously total confusion between the two Chinese players in the end.
Yeah, I'm sure C.Biao was really kicking himself. It was a good opportunity for him to intercept at the net there. Oh, that's going.
Oh, I would challenge. Would you challenge that?
No,
Service
no.
over.
I thought that
4-1.
that was really desperately close, but I thought it was in.
Service over. 2-4.
Oh, that's a good return of serve. Oh, look at that. Well, the defence early on in that rally from S.B.Choel, where he just guided the shuttle back to the
3-4.
net. Oh my goodness, yeah. Yeah, you got to get up, mate.
Why are you
Service
sitting there?
over. 5-3.
What's happening? He's disappointed in his partner not covering that one.
Well, here's another interesting statistic, Morton, for you. S.B.Choel has won 11 titles throughout his career, throughout mixed doubles and men's doubles, but those 11 titles with 8 different partners.
That is really telling a lot about strength, isn't it? In the whole group of Korean players,
Yep.
that they can partner up with 8 different ones and win 11 titles.
It's incredible, isn't it?
It is. Also telling is he's a good facility player. You know, he can play with anyone.
Well, it's interesting you say that, because I can remember talking to one of the Korean coaches, and I said, what about Shin Baek-Choel and Lee Yong-dae?
Yeah.
And he said no, because of the characters of the two of them,
7-3.
different personalities, and he didn't think the personalities would work. Although they did play a couple of tournaments together a few years back. But technically wise, he's incredibly versatile.
He is. I wouldn't mind partnering. He's good.
Yeah. They actually missed one. My goodness, the Chinese pair went the storm. And did you see that hand signal from Coach Sang Jun? He said, time out,
8-3.
time out. What on earth was he trying to get them to?
I think he was more saying, you know, it was a double shot, that one, that was a hit. I think he
Yeah, but it
sort
was...
of indicated it was a touch. But I'm not sure.
Ah, yeah, maybe. But the umpire had called it very quickly. She was
Yes.
very sharp.
South Korea is in trouble here now.
Yeah, big trouble.
9-3. Ten, 3.
That was a cheeky shot. They play well now, the
11-3
Chinese combination here.
interval.
That was a very cheeky shot by C.Biao. How he was able to block that back to the net.
Yeah, well, on a run of 7 straight points. And 11-3 the advantage at the mid-game interval.
东西他就不怕你跑，知道吧？裁判也是一样，一能抢就抢，不能抢，不防两盘，防两再转弯嘛，来得及，对吧？要保持优势，接发球要精力集中，不能这种这个乱七八糟，好吧？
20 seconds. 20 seconds. Eleven, 3. Play.
Oh, lucky net cord for the Koreans.
Service over. 4-11.
Well, some of our team have been getting their calculators out, and I'm told that the Koreans need to win this game by 7 clear points. So in other words, 21-14.
14.
Service over.
That's another 2 to go.
4.
Yeah. It's not looking good for the Koreans, is it?
No, it's not. Pressure's on. I don't think they will make it. H.Wei and C.Biao is really playing well now.
Service over.
Curse of the commentator.
5-12.
Oh, what a return. That is
Service
super
over.
from C.Biao. I think
13-5.
I'd stop serving to the tee when he's in the left-hand court. Serve a little more towards the left shoulder, or perhaps even out wide. So the last two
Service
serves
over.
from each of the
6,
Chinese players
13.
has been an error. That one just short, well left. Oh dear, this is
Service over.
contagious.
14-6.
I heard an expression in Macau, they called it cervitis. I thought that was really funny. It took me, I must be honest, it took me a while to understand it. But when I got it, I actually said, oh yeah, of course.
Service over. 7-14.
It's gone. Oh, it's landed in. I was just about to say that's
Service
gone long.
over. 15-7.
I think that's a happy coach.
Yeah, because now with 15 points, if our calculations are correct, then the world champions, even if they win this match in 2 straight games, will not be contesting the semi-finals. Oh,
16-7.
line judge indicated out, then changed his mind, indicated in. Correct decision in the end.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's in.
yeah, good call.
Service over. 8-16.
Yeah, all
Service
set
over.
up with that
17-8.
excellent return of serve again.
Try to get that one.
Service over.
Break a leg.
9-17.
Oh, what a shot. That's really well played. I'm actually amazed that C.Biao managed to go forward on it.
String's gone, I think, with Shin
think-
Baek-Chol. Oh, he tried a remarkable interception. He's going to stay at the net, that's for sure. String broke early on, he knew it.
Service over. 18-9.
Crikey, listen to the sound of that. Those are tight.
Very, very tight.
Service over. 10-18.
Well, he looks up at the lights. I think just dreadfully timed that shot. Oh, service fault called. Racket not
Service
facing
over,
in a downward
19-10.
direction. Anang Sukadra from Indonesia, our service judge.
Service over, 11-19.
Yeah. Choi Min Ho looking a little bit glum, and that's understandable.
12-19.
They are just awesome when they're on the attack, aren't they, Morton?
They are, when they play at their very best and they get the answers they want. They're awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, it's delightful.
14-19.
Yeah, he points to straight down the line as if to say to himself, what on earth were you trying to do playing it cross court? It wasn't the right shot anyway, apart from the fact he made an error. Yeah, straight down the line was a big, big gap.
But it was because H.Wei did not fall for the deception in the shot.
Yeah. Game point opportunities for C.Biao and H.Wei.
Service over, 15-20.
One game all.
Second game won by C.Biao.
Both games by the same margin, 21-15. And one game all after 35 minutes, but by our calculations, that game means that C.Biao and H.Wei will qualify for the semi-finals. And certainly if they go on to win the match, there is no question they qualify as number one. And I think the fact that they've taken the game anyway confirms them as top of Group A. Well, one thing is certain, world champions don't like to lose. And they will be trying to prove a point in this third and deciding game.
Twenty seconds.
Yeah, and the players here soon ready for the third and deciding game.
Final game. Love all. Play.
Oh, that's a good block shot by H.Wei here. Very nice.
love.
Not getting into this flat exchange as what the Koreans are inviting to do.
Service over, 1-all.
Yeah, good smash here. Baek, the smash down the line. As I say, a smash with a purpose. It's very, very difficult to get out of trouble on that one. Well played. Good defense by the Chinese. Yeah, very good defense. Good play.
Service over, 2-all.
Broken strings.
3-2.
K.S.Hyun just asking to try out the new racket. Very much a courtesy amongst the players. Oh,
Once
look at
again,
that.
once again, what a beautiful shot.
Service over, 3-all.
Yeah, they're still all fired up. They play for pride.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's good to see, isn't it?
It is.
What a good serve, too, from Shin
4-3.
Goodness.
5-3.
Oh, take that.
Service over, 4-5.
How can you get that one back?
That's an amazing smash.
It's a poor lift, but still.
All. Service over, 6-5. Service over, 6-all. Play. 7-6. Fault. 8-6.
No, that's going wide.
Yeah.
Well wide.
9-6.
Why has this changed so much, Morton?
I think it's psychologically. You know, the Koreans, in all honesty, they lost the chance of qualifying.
Service over.
And somehow, I'm
7-9.
sure it must be playing on their minds somehow. I know they
Yeah.
play for pride, and I think they do really well. But it just, you know, takes that edge off somehow.
Yeah.
They are not half as good and as attacking as they were in the first game. Look at that.
And careless shots like that. And look at the body language.
Service over.
Yeah.
10-7.
Yeah. Slice on that one.
Service over.
Therefore, not so much pace.
8-10.
Disturb the defence of H.Wei. This one. Yeah, big slice. That's clever. It's gone long.
Service over. 11-8. Interval. Change ends.
Yeah, a 3 points difference between these two pairs at the change of ends in this third and deciding game.
好的啊，还是就是技术不要一味的就死发，跟他们韩国队打，一定要有节奏层次的，轻的重的，轻的重的，高的低的，重的。台北也是一样，你重球第三拍从尾反应特别低拍的，你压出去以后，你下拍马上转动，而不是你压出去以后拍方向看，这就慢了。他说直接在准备，他打回来很慢。你只要准备快，你完全可以下拍连贯起来，好吧？
하면서 잘 되는 거 맞아요. 잘 되는 거. 좋은 거만. 그래서
11-8. Play.
Yeah.
Service over. 9-11.
The two Chinese players after the rally both look towards the coach rather than looking at each other and sorting out who should have gone for that. Oh, unbelievable. What a good rally.
Service over. 12,
The initial
9.
defence from S.B.Choel. Look at that. How on earth did he get it back? Then that one. Look at that winning shot, I think. Just emphasising something Morton was saying yesterday about do the simple things well, play the right shot at the right time. Didn't have to be that close. Your opponents are out of position. Simple and net shot was all that was needed.
Service over. 10,
Yeah,
12.
I couldn't agree with you more. Always play what's needed and no more.
Service over. 13, 10.
Yeah, good interception here by C.Biao. The way he got that third shot, look at this. And then down the line, beautiful shot.
Service over. 11, 13. Service over. 14, 11.
Do you realise, Morton, that China has never won the men's doubles at the Super Series finals before?
Nope,
Service over.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
12, 14.
Only discipline they haven't won in this particular tournament.
Yeah, but it's close. Between the four pairs that will go through,
Yeah.
it's going to be extremely close.
Service over. 15, 12.
Copious notes. Yeah, good placement of the smash.
Service over. 13, 16. Service over. 17, 13. Service over. 14, 17.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Oh, it's in. It's in.
Is it?
We haven't had a challenge yet in this match, have we?
15,
No, but he was
17.
standing right next to it, so he must,
You must believe it.
yeah, be of the same opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it looks good.
Yeah.
That's in,
Oh,
yes.
my goodness. Yeah. Terrible indecision at the back of the court
Service
from
over.
K.S.Hyun.
18, 15.
Well, this is all of a sudden got very, very interesting again.
16-18.
Yes, it's a very good match. I really do enjoy it, and lots of good badminton to watch.
Service over. 19-16.
If they don't like it, just challenge it.
Yeah.
20. Match point 16.
Well, if ever there was a time to challenge, that was it. Oh no, it was long. Great call, line judge.
And the Chinese coach called it out as well. They were looking at him and said, no, it's out. And he was right.
Yeah, I just felt with the Koreans going match point down, you might as well have a challenge. But there we go. The match is over. It is won by C.Biao and H.Wei, and that means that they top Group A. 2 matches, 2 victories. It's quite simple. And as far as Lee Yong-dae and Yu Yong-sung are concerned, because they beat their compatriots who have just lost to this Chinese pair, it means that the other Korean pair will contest the semi-finals tomorrow. So confirmation of the score: 15-21, 21-15, 21-17 in the deciding game in a match 5 minutes shy of the hour mark. So as I was explaining, that means that C.Biao and H.Wei top Group A, and Lee Yong-dae and Yu Yong-sung, the world #1 ranked pair, will join them in the semi-final for the world champions. It is the end of the road as far as Destination Dubai Super Series finals is concerned. In the other group, well, it's all very, very interesting, because if Bo and Mogensen win, of course they top the group. But there's a whole lot of scenarios that really could change things. As far as I can see, the top two there will qualify. So the next match features Shin and H.Wei, the number 3 seed from India, up against the left-handed Baek. So Shin and H.Wei, the Olympic bronze medalist, 2 titles this year at Super Series level, the Australian Super Series and the China Premier.